You ever get that feeling when you're scrolling through K-pop news and think, this cannot be real? Well, buckle up, because today's Daebak Daily episode is packed with explosive controversy, raw idol confessions, jaw-dropping visuals, and some serious fan heartbreak. From TWICE getting dragged for a messy stage moment, to BTS's private flight details being sold to Sasayengs, to BLACKPINK's Jennie addressing fan theories on stage. This episode is as real as it gets. So grab your lightstick, stay till the end, because we're diving into a whirlwind of raw moments that remind us K-pop idols aren't just performers. They're people, and sometimes they're caught in the middle of chaos they didn't ask for. Let's start with something that caused waves across Twitter and TikTok. TWICE, queens of summer bops, sunshine energy, and stage charisma, recently had a hiccup during their Seoul concert, during their performance of Dance the Night Away. A mic pack issue caused Jihyo and Nayeon to pause for a moment. Nayeon tried to help Jihyo while the music played on, but the rest of the members were left in a scramble. Momo and Jonghyun even bumped into each other, and you could feel the tension as they tried to get back on beat. Sounds like a normal live show issue, right? Happens to everyone, but social media didn't see it that way. The clip went viral, with fans criticizing the group's lack of synchronization, their energy levels, and even their professionalism. What hit even harder? The comparison to BLACKPINK's Jennie. When Jennie paused during a performance in LA to adjust her mic pack, she got dragged for it, called lazy, unprofessional, and worse. But with TWICE, some fans noticed the response was far more forgiving. Suddenly the internet was asking, is there a double standard? And honestly, watching that clip, as a fan, my heart broke, because technical issues happen. And while it's fair to expect high-level performances, maybe we've forgotten they're human too. But the drama didn't stop there. Jennie, the queen of duality, of solo slayage and chaotic variety show energy, addressed something raw and real on stage in Toronto. She said, "We love each other so much," and even added, "Don't worry," after mentioning how they always talk things out, even if they don't always understand each other at first. The crowd went silent, because everyone knew what she meant. The past few weeks, blinks were spinning over rumors, especially after Jennie deleted a photo with Rosé, which led to fan theories about discord within the group. We've all seen the tweets, the TikToks, the over-analyzing of eye contact and body language, and that moment on stage. That wasn't for press. That wasn't PR. That was Jennie speaking from her heart, like she saw everything online and just couldn't ignore it anymore. And that's the sad part, that she had to say something. It shows us the pressure idols are under, to not only perform perfectly, but to also keep their relationships flawless, under a microscope. And maybe, just maybe, we need to give them room to breathe. Now let's talk vocals. Real raw vocals. The kind that crack, the kind that slay, and the kind that remind us why we fell in love with K-pop in the first place. On K-Star Next Door, Infinite's Woohyun and Sungwoon said something bold. Now, idols need to sing live. Period. No filter, no apology. They explained that they always sing live, even when it's risky, even if they hit a wrong note. Because they're not just dancers, they're singers. K-pop singers. And then, they proved it, singing Day 6's You Were Beautiful in a higher key, live, on the spot. Fans were shook, not just by the vocals, but by the message. Because here's the truth, a cracked note is better than a perfectly synced AR track. Why? Because it's real. Music shows these days, sometimes they feel more like fashion runways with background music. But Infinite reminded us what it used to be, what it should be: singing, passion, imperfection. They said what we've all been thinking. Please just sing live. Now onto something that feels heavy. Peng Jinyu, a contestant from Boys Planet 2, is under fire for alleged past hate posts targeting BTS's Jungkook, aespa, and Twice. And these weren't vague shade tweets. These were brutal mocking Jungkook, calling aespa members dogs, and even claiming Twice supported political movements. Screenshots surfaced showing Jinyu creating or participating in vulgar polls like the 4 dogs of aespa should die in hell, and he allegedly called Jungkook a wild boar and questioned his intelligence and success. Fans are divided. Some say he was only 14. Others say being 14 doesn't excuse this level of hate. And the truth, that kind of darkness doesn't disappear with time, especially when you're now stepping into the very industry you once attacked. Imagine being Jungkook or Karina or Tsuyu, seeing this person debut, watching him get screen time, cheered for. It's not just old drama, it's personal, and it raises a bigger question. How do we deal with past actions in an industry where your image is everything? But let's take a breath, because amidst the chaos, sometimes K-pop gives us moments of pure visual healing. TXT's Soobin, our giant bunny leader, recently appeared on YTN's News Square as a weather reporter. Adorable, yes, but the real buzz came after. Candid fan-taken photos. No filters, no edits, just Soobin, and the internet lost it. People couldn't believe how flawless he looked. The comments, insane. Better than fan site photos. How is this even real? It wasn't just visuals, it was presence. Like seeing an anime character walk into a news broadcast. And it reminds us of that unique K-pop magic, when an idol's beauty, poise, and charm just stops the world for a second. But just when we thought we'd had enough drama, HYBE dropped a bomb. An airline employee has been indicted for selling BTS's flight information to Sasaeng brokers. Yes, selling. The Seoul police caught 3 people involved, including one airline worker, who allegedly leaked private flight data that ended up in Sasaeng hands. And it's terrifying. One fan bought a seat next to an idol. Another tried to touch them during the flight. Like, this isn't just creepy. It's a violation of basic human rights. HYBE confirmed BTS wasn't the only target. Other idols from different agencies were affected too, and they've formed a full task force to fight this, collecting evidence, pushing for legal action, and promising zero tolerance. As a fan, it's heartbreaking, because we love our idols. We want to support them, protect them, not become the reason they feel unsafe in public, or even on a plane. This isn't about fans going too far. This is about crossing a line into real-world harm. And it's good to see HYBE taking a strong stance. Whew. What a ride! From raw vocals and controversial moments, to idols defending their friendships, breaking beauty standards, and fighting for their safety. Today reminded us that K-pop is more than music. It's real people, real stories, real struggles. And as fans, we're part of that story too. Let's lift our idols up, not tear them down. Let's speak up for live vocals, praise real beauty, and never excuse hate no matter how old it is. If you made it this far, you're not just a casual fan. You're Daebak Daily family. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts below. Which story hit you the hardest? And subscribe for more deep dives, fandom breakdowns, and the real K-pop tea every week. This has been your host at Daebak Daily, signing off with love, respect, and a heart full of Hallyu.